Whether you're getting ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in your favorite Irish pub or just relaxing at home at any other time of the year, guess what's on the menu today? Irish whiskey. So this is not your typical Irish whiskey cocktail. There is a lot of Irish variations on classic whiskey cocktails like the old-fashioned and the Manhattan, but not many of them include 1 full ounce of mezcal. If you don't have mezcal or if you don't enjoy mezcal, don't panic. You can still make a delicious whiskey-forward drink without it. Actually, we're gonna make both versions today, one with and one without mezcal, just to see the difference and to see how well it holds without it. I really like this kind of side-by-side comparison. The Good Cork is a young cocktail. It was created around 2013 in a New York bar called Maya Well that was dedicated to agave spirits by a very influential bartender called Phil Ward. So thank you, Phil. It specifically calls for a single pot still Irish whiskey. So today I'm gonna use Redbreast 12 years, which was used in the original recipe, but you can of course make this one with your favorite Irish whiskey, blended or not. Besides the whiskey, we're gonna need mezcal. The original recipe calls for a Vida del Maguey, so that's what I'm gonna use since I have some in the bar. But you can of course use your favorite mezcal. Choose your level of smokiness accordingly. I wouldn't go for something too smoky, just to make sure the whiskey has some room in the drink. The sweetener is gonna be Benedictine, one of my favorite herbaceous liqueur that has notes of honey and vanilla. It's very delicious. And finally, we're gonna use Peychaud's bitters. So 2 of my favorite spirits, 1 of my favorite liqueurs. You understand why this recipe caught my attention. Let's go and make the Good Cork. In my mixing glass, I'm gonna start with 1 ounce of my Irish whiskey, followed by 1 ounce of mezcal, add half an ounce of Benedictine, and finish with 2 dashes of Peychaud. Add your ice and stir. And serve it over ice in an old-fashioned glass. For garnish, we're gonna use a fresh slice of apple. And if you want to go the extra mile, make yourself a little shamrock out of paper, origami style. So I really appreciate the association of mezcal and whiskey usually, and this does not disappoint. The mezcal is not overpowering, it is there. It makes for bold and complex flavors. This is an interesting variation on the old-fashioned template. If you want to try something different, a split base is always a good idea. The Benedictine as a sweetener is, in my opinion, a perfect choice. Those herbaceous notes are complementing the drink in a wonderful way. Once again, Phil Ward didn't disappoint. This drink is exceptional. Now, if you want to try something different, or if you don't like mezcal, let's make the same drink with 2 full ounces of Irish whiskey instead of the split base with the mezcal. So back in our mixing glass, let's start with 2 ounces of our Irish whiskey, half an ounce of Benedictine, and 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitter. Add your ice and stir. And once again, serve in an old-fashioned glass over ice. Don't forget the fresh apple slice for garnish. And the origami shamrock if you really like it. Clearly worth mixing. The whiskey is much more present, which is very enjoyable. The Benedictine remains an excellent choice as a sweetener. It brings just enough complexity and sweetness to round up this drink. That's the beauty of a template like the old-fashioned. You can try millions of versions of this drink. It's gonna work almost every time. I also believe it's a very good way to get to know a new spirit, and why not get closer to enjoying it neat if that is something you are interested in. This one really does not disappoint. I wish you all a very happy St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate it, and a no less wonderful time if you don't. Try these out. Let me know what is your favorite Irish whiskey. I'm always happy to read you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more of these every week. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.